Everyone was delighted when Prince Ernst August of Hanover married the commoner Ekaterina Malysheva in 2017. What a beautiful couple! However, it was a scandalous wedding because the prince's father ignored the ceremony. Moreover, he was categorically against this union. What was the reason? And where is this couple now? Keep watching to find out on the WOW channel. This beautiful wedding ceremony occurred on July 8, 2017 in Hanover, Germany. 34-year-old Prince Ernst August married 31-year-old commoner Ekaterina Malysheva. They looked perfect together. The bride wore a white dress with lace embroidery and pearl jewelry by Lebanese designer Sandra Mansour. Her stunning veil was adorned with a diamond tiara. The groom was dressed in a classic suit. The people who came to see them on the street were so delighted. After all, this event was the epitome of a fairy tale. The prince married a commoner. The Hanoverian royal family is worth approximately $250 million. They also own real estate worth $100 million. They own ancient castles and land. Ernst August von Hanover is a descendant of Queen Victoria and 43rd in the line to the British throne. But who is his chosen one? Ekaterina Malysheva does not have royal blood. She was born in the small Russian town of Epatiti, and at the age 6 she and her family moved to Prague. Her father was a scientist and her mother was an actress. They were an intelligent, good family, but very far from royal life, and none of them could imagine that one day they would become relatives with European nobility. After graduating from an international school in Prague, Ekaterina moved to London, where she entered fashion college. She loved beautiful clothes and dreamed of becoming a designer, and was also interested in shooting films. After graduating from college, she founded her own clothing brand, Ekat. Her company produces bright, fashionable jumpsuits for women. Many celebrities, such as Miley Cyrus, wear her designs. In London, Ekaterina often attended fashion events. At one of these parties in 2011, the 25-year-old girl met Prince Ernst August, 3 years older. His ancestors lost their kingdom in the 9th century. However, the family retained their titles and many properties. Ernst August is considered one of the most prominent representatives of European nobility. For a long time, they kept their relationship a secret. The love affair between the prince and the commoner lasted 5 years. While on vacation in Greece, he proposed to her. It was a joyful event for both families. Although Ekaterina was a commoner, she was a good match for the prince. Beautiful, intelligent, educated, with a good reputation, she was perfect for the role of a princess. Therefore, in general, this union was received with approval. Their civil wedding occurred on July 6, 2017, followed by their lavish religious ceremony 2 days later. Ekaterina became the prince's wife and received the title Princess of Hanover. Now everyone calls her Your Royal Highness. It was like being in a fairy tale about Cinderella. A simple girl became a princess, got into a carriage and went to a real palace. However, real life was much more complicated than the fairy tale. In fact, the beautiful picture hid a big scandal. 600 guests were present at the wedding, but the most important person, the prince's father, was not among them. He deliberately ignored his son's wedding because he was categorically against this union. For a long time, none of the guests or ordinary residents could understand why. Was it really because the bride was a commoner? Or was the reason completely different? The conflict between father and son greatly worried the public. Prince Ernst August is today the head of the House of Hanover. His oldest son is the primary heir to the throne. Father and son are the closest people to each other. What a pity that they cannot find mutual understanding. Ernst August von Hanover was born in 1983 from his father's first marriage to Chantal Hachuli. However, the couple divorced in 1997, after which Prince Ernst August married Princess Caroline of Monaco. In 2004, the prince took on many representational tasks on behalf of his father. In the same year, his father had signed over to him the German property of the House of Hanover, including Gothic revival Marienburg Castle, the agricultural estates of Kellenberg Castle, and the princely house at Herrenhausen Gardens in Hanover, the elaborate museum in this small palace. However, the father and son disagreed over running the household over time. Ernst Sr. was furious when his son decided to sell the family castle of Marienburg with an extensive collection of antiques for just €1 to the German authorities. The son explained this by saying he needed more money to maintain the estate because the mansion alone required €26 million for repairs. In 2017, the father sued his son to cancel the gift of German property. Also, the father didn't like his son's choice of bride. He decided this girl was not a match for the prince because she was a commoner and an ordinary designer. By the way, Prince Ernst Sr. himself also once married a commoner. However, his first wife, Chantal Hachuli, was the daughter of a Swiss millionaire, owner of chocolate factories. The girl was incredibly wealthy, unlike his son's bride. The conflict between father and son reached its peak in 2017. The 63-year-old prince refused to bless this marriage. He also demanded that his son return all donated property and titles, including Marienburg Castle. The decision was not easy for me because it concerns my son, he told a German newspaper while making his intent to snub the nuptials public. But I am constrained to preserve the interests of the House of Hanover and the property, including cultural property, which has been its property for centuries. However, the son refused to fulfill his demands and married the woman he loved without his father's blessing. Moreover, the wedding celebration was held in the controversial Marienburg Castle. Of course, this scandal darkened the wedding atmosphere. However, the lovers didn't regret their decision. So did the other 600 guests who attended the ceremony. It should be noted that Prince Ernst August has a complex character, therefore relatives are already accustomed to his scandalous actions. Prince also has a checked past. In 1999, he allegedly assaulted a journalist as he returned from a charity gala. And in 2000, he caused a public row by urinating on the Turkish pavilion at the Expo 2000 event in Hanover. This caused a diplomatic incident. The Turkish embassy accused him of disrespecting the Turkish people. The prince, in turn, accused those who published these photographs of invasion of privacy and received monetary compensation. Although the prince's wedding was scandalous, the couple's family life turned out happy. In 2018, their daughter, Princess Elizabeth, was born. A year later, they welcomed their son, 12 August. Their third child, Princess Eleonora, was born in 2021. Ekaterina continues to develop her clothing brand and her husband works in the banking business. At the same time, the legal battle between father and son continued. Prince Ernst August again sued his son for selling the castle to the German government. He called his son gross ingratitude and demanded the return of all his property. Also, Prince Ernst August further alleges that his son appropriated works of art and antiques from the Herzog August Library in Wolfenbüttel and the Hanover Historical Museum. Prince Ernst August wants the assets to be enjoyed by the German public. The prince believes that selling the castle will preserve it for public access. The German federal parliament has already allocated $16.5 million to reconstruct the building. If the castle remained in the family's possession, it would only lead to bankruptcy. However, Prince Ernst August thinks differently and tries to return the property to himself. So, Prince Ernst went against his father's will. He chose love and is a happy father of 3 children today. Who do you think is right in this story, father or son? Thanks for watching. Remember to share your thoughts with me. Click like and subscribe. See you next time.